It has officially been 1 year since Melissa Barrera was sadly let go from the Scream franchise, and she is talking about it a little bit in a recent interview, so let's get into it.
Certain rules. Push the laws and you end up dead.
This is the moment when the supposedly dead killer comes back to life.
Not in my movie.
Surprise, Sydney.
He's gone mad.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
A very simple formula.
You want to play psycho killer?
Everybody's a suspect.
No, please don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I think it's gonna go something like this.
I'm Pamela, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for tuning into another video. As I already said, it has officially been 1 year since we received the pretty devastating news that Melissa Barrera was let go from the Scream franchise. We found out back in 2023, right before Thanksgiving, and here we are once again approaching Thanksgiving in a couple days, and it's honestly so crazy to think that it's been literally a year. I feel like this news broke just yesterday. I remember when I first heard the news, I literally thought it was a joke. Like, I did not believe it at first. And then of course I sadly found out it was in fact true. Shortly after her firing, Jenna Ortega quit, Christopher Landon quit as director, and Scream 7, the fate of the movie was kind of up in the air for a little bit. Obviously now we know that Neve Campbell is back as Sidney Prescott, the main focus for Scream 7. The role for her daughter was just casted the other day. But let's get into this article that I saw on Variety.com where Melissa Barrera kind of talks about her experience following the firing. The headline reads, Melissa Barrera says acting offers went quiet for like 10 months after Scream firing. Fans tell her, what they did to you is so messed up, I'm so sorry. The article goes on to say that she says in an interview with The Independent that there were times where I felt like my life was over after she was fired from the Scream franchise 1 year ago. She says it was quiet for like 10 months. While discussing how acting work more or less disappeared for her after she was fired, I was still getting offers for small things here and there. I'm not going to lie and say there was nothing, but the message was like, oh, she probably doesn't have work, she'll say yes to anything. Barrera played Sam Carpenter, the daughter of Billy Loomis in 2022's Scream and 2023's Scream 6, the latter of which set a franchise box office record with $108 million at the domestic box office. She was all set to continue playing Sam in Scream 7 until her abrupt firing, but she refuses to let that decision taint her memories of Scream. She says, they gave me a lot in my career. I made really good friends. I have such loyal fans from those movies that are now watching the rest of the stuff that I do. But she admits that there are drawbacks. At fan conventions, for instance, parades of Scream devotees are prone to sympathetically allude to the controversy between autograph signings or asking how she's doing. Or they're like, what they did to you is so messed up. I'm so sorry that happened. And it's something I think that's never going to end because the franchise is never going to end. So while I still have so much love for those movies, the reminders of that very sour moment make it a little bit weird. While offers stopped coming in for the most part after the Scream firing, Barrera is now finally getting back to work. She has a new thriller series coming up on Peacock, and she says it's exactly what I needed to ease myself back into the industry and do something fun that's not going to destroy me emotionally. It felt like I had been invisible, and then all of a sudden there was a switch that made me visible again. I feel better. I was stuck in the sand dunes for a while, and now I feel like my feet are moving. I have an oxygen tank, and I'm like going up. So that is just about everything that she had to say regarding her firing from Scream 7. It honestly makes me sad to hear that she wasn't really getting big offers for 10 months after the firing, and it does suck that she felt like it was this dark time in her life because she did truly try to stay positive after that. You know, she didn't go back on her beliefs, she stood her ground, which is obviously very commendable. And I do love that she doesn't allow this to taint the way that she feels about the movies. And I do like that she admits that they did give her a lot. She said, they gave me a lot in my career. I made really good friends, loyal fans who are now watching all of her other projects. You know, us Scream fans obviously still absolutely love her, and she's right. Like, any movie that comes out now that she's in, I will watch. I saw her in Abigail, which I loved. I have yet to see Your Monster, but I am really looking forward to watching it. I heard it was really good. It does kind of suck that her experience at Scream conventions can get a little weird for her because people are like so sympathetic towards her, but I don't blame these fans for feeling that way and wanting to kind of express that to her a little bit because, you know, when this news broke, it really did affect all of us. It affected how a lot of people view the franchise. I mean, there are a lot of people out there who want to boycott Scream 7 now, which I don't think is the answer, and of course, I'm not going to boycott it. I am still a huge fan of this franchise, even though what happened with this whole situation is very unfortunate, but obviously I'm just happy that things are turning around for her. I, of course, want to see her succeed in anything that she does, and who knows, maybe one day we can get her back in the franchise. Years down the road, after all this has blown over, I mean, already it's been a year, and I feel like things are kind of changing out there, and I could definitely see them possibly working something out down the road, maybe with Scream 8 or Scream 9. Maybe we'll have her back one day. I know the fans would love to see it. Even like Jamie Kennedy, who plays Randy Meeks, he says that he thinks she'll be back one day. Not that he has any like insider information about this, but he goes to these conventions with her and he sees the massive love that people have for her. So he has said before that he feels like she will return to the franchise one day. But that's it for today. I just wanted to share some of this article with you guys because, like I said, it is the 1-year anniversary since we found out that she wasn't returning in Scream 7, and it's just crazy that time has flown by this fast. It truly feels like this news broke like a month ago, and here we are about to finally start filming for Scream 7. That starts in a couple months in January, so hopefully we get some more updates on Scream 7 soon. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you're new here and make sure all of your notifications are turned on so that you don't miss any Scream 7 updates. As we start to get some more updates and casting announcements, you can expect it all to be covered here on the channel and you won't want to miss it. Please also remember to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.